Good morning. Good Sunday to you. It's Double Hudson Grind here, and today we're back with the F250. So guys, I noticed there was some roughness in my takeoff, my carburetor, and I did some tinkering around. Saw like under the power valve, leaks under the power valve, so it tells me I have a gasket leak down there. Doesn't necessarily mean I have a bad power valve. It could just mean that the gasket's leaking. But I went and bought me a Walker kit for the Motorcraft 2100. Now you got to specify which model your carburetor is, right? A 2150 and a 2100 are totally different. But anyways, 24 bucks. Couldn't beat it at O'Reilly's. And to add more protection, there's some gasket sealant, and you put this around the gasket, and it gives it a better vacuum seal, and help the gasket last longer, and you get better performance out of your carburetor. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we got the air cleaner off, and we're going to have to disconnect the fuel hose. Now, if your vehicle is tilted like mine, I'm going to show you. Okay, that means the gravity is going to send pressure up to the fuel pump to this line here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a large vacuum plug like this, and you're going to place it over the outlet of the fuel line so that you don't get fuel leaks. Let's go ahead and open up the kit, guys. And the kit comes with everything you see here in the box. All the gaskets, the mounting gaskets, or the gaskets for the top cover. Make sure you get all your parts. Here's your power valve right here. Okay. And here is your accelerator pump. Now, it's important. Now, if you look at some of the accelerator pumps from other manufacturers, they have this side and the back side the same. Or this one here has a small nub on it. That's so that the arm that pushes this button in can actually actuate pressure in and out. Okay, now it comes with a small little scale like this, and the reason for this is so you can adjust your float bowl. So adjust the float and get it to the right height, and you'll have the right intake for fuel. This is pretty complete. It's not a really expensive kit. Now the 2150s are really expensive. They're like 3 times more the price, and it's even hard to get. Okay, so also guys, on your power valve gasket, what you're going to do, if I can find it here, I think it's right here, and this one here is a circle. So what you're going to have to do is when you put the power valve in, like so, here's what's going to happen. It's going to be cockeyed. So you're going to have to center it as best you can, and what you're going to do is you're going to put some kind of a grease on it to hold it, and then slowly tighten it so that it doesn't come loose. So on the edge and inners of this gasket, you're going to put this gasket seal on it. And what's going to do, it's going to add another gasket to the outside of it and on the inside of it, so it doesn't leak. So as time goes on, these things will start leaking in a matter of months, even up to years. It depends on your driving condition. Okay, when removing your clips off your connections here, be very careful. They tend to fall down, so a small magnet like this would help. And here's the clip right here. Okay. All right, guys. So what I do to keep retention on these clips and all my bolts, you'll see a big magnet right there. Now this magnet came from a beat up old 18-inch bass speaker. You just unscrew the bass screws, and then you just remove it. There's a little bit of adhesive here, but yeah, these are lifesavers, guys. You drop something down here in the dark, and it's bye-bye. Okay, so the 4 bolts that hold on the carburetor, these are 11 millimeter, and they're all right here. Okay, so the choke, you just unloosen the screw here for the cable, And then unscrew the bottom screw, which holds on to the cable sheath here. And it's the clean spots are where the positions are. Unscrewing the fuel line, the carburetor, using a 1/2 inch, and I got the plug ready, and I have paper towels down here to sup up the gasoline. Now guys, these parts of the carburetor are easy to strip, especially if they've been sitting on too long or too tight. So the sealing tape, that white tape, works really good. All right, so here we go. Okay. All right, there goes the cap right there. All right, let's see if I can lift this out. There we go. All right. Move the top here. The top bolt that holds on to the air cleaner is a 1/2 inch. And you need a long socket so it can get into the shank here. Okay, so the choke is connected to the top here. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to remove the clip here, then slide it out, and then put it to the side. Alright. Got the clip off. Pull this out. Pull this out like so. Put that to the side. And just remove it like so. Alright. These parts can be cleaned now. And here's the gasket. It's in pretty rough shape, as you can see. Add a little carburetor cleaner and a brush. Scrub the outside of it and all our contacts. Alright guys, we're going to remove the accelerator pump, and this is a 1/4 open end. Sometimes you're in tight spots, so you have to use the open end area here. Now, inside the accelerator pump, you're going to see this. Slowly open it up, and you'll see a spring in there that's loaded, so you got to watch out for that spring. Okay, take that to the side, put it on a magnet. Now, this is the accelerator pump to the 2100. This is the accelerator pump for the 2150. See the difference? You gotta have this. This is what the actuating arm does. Is it pushes into that. So we're gonna go in and replace this old one. Okay, so right now, guys, we're just gonna go and clean it up a little bit before we start reassembling. Polish up the brass on here. Oh yeah, much better. You're not taking any metal off. What you're doing is just polishing up, getting the carbon off the needle. Alright guys, since I got the brass float out, and you can see the construction is soldered, and needs a bit of polishing up, so I'm going to take some Mother's Mag Cleaner. Works for brass as well, and just you know, touch it up a little bit, you know, while I'm letting the parts clean up here. Just for cosmetic purposes. It doesn't do anything to make the float work any better, but you can observe any cracks or defects easier when it's clean like this. So the accelerator pump, you're going to remove the rubber piece, and then you're going to pull it through with the per needle nose. You pull it through, and then there's a little piece that connects to the body. And once you pull it through, you can remove the excess. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, we're going to remove this brass fitting here that goes from the inlet to fill up the bowl. Well, not to fill up the bowl. Regulates the flow of gas. It's a 3/8 open end wrench. I don't think you can get a socket in here. It's too narrow. So once you break it loose like so here, just sort of like, you know, you can either finger turn it. All right, so it comes with a gasket, and the new one is here. Okay, so it's important to clean up all the orifice right here. And when I blew carbon cleaner into it, pieces of carbon fell out into the tank. So I did it twice, and I flushed most of it out, so hopefully all of it out. And wipe it off with a paper towel, and then it should be good to go. Okay, so also guys, clean down in the channels here. There was a lot of carbon built down here, and I wiped it all out. Carbon cleaner and the paper towel. Okay, before I assemble the power valve, I put some the gasket maker in here, sealant, on the outside and on the inside of the gasket. And try not to get anything on the outside, on the bearing surface. Just wipe it down a little bit. You know, you can't get it all off, but because it will add, I guess, extra size to the gasket, causing an uneven tension. All right, attaching the accelerator pump, and I add a little bit of gasket sealer on the inside. So what you want to do is snug them down slowly. Understand you've got aluminum frames here, so you know you don't need to be torquing these down really tight. All right, so once you get it down to snugging, you basically just give it a little twist, like maybe not even a quarter turn, and then on each one. Okay. Okay, go ahead and go 1.5. There we go. There's a half right there. That's good. And right there. And right there. Okay, looks good. Make sure they're not loose. Okay, good. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and just, there we go. Looking good. All right, so on your mixer screws, put them in like so. You're gonna tighten them all the way down until they stop. And you got quite a ways to go. All right, now so once you stop, what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn it like 1 3/4. So half, 1, half, and 1/4. Right there should do it. All right, so it goes like that. And then this part here goes under. the float. Well guys, there you have it. One rebuilt Motorcraft 2100. Just gotta connect the choke on it and then we're good to go. We're gonna mount it onto the engine right now. Okay, got the clip on there for the choke, manual choke. Okay guys, 4.5 hours later, the carburetor's in, and we're gonna do a test run on it. Let's see, any leaks here? I don't see any right now. Doesn't mean there isn't any, but we'll give it the old college try. Alright, stand by for ignition. Okay guys, it's running, but it needs to be a little bit tuning. Let me pull the choke off. Well, it's running guys. Need to make some adjustments though. Alright, tweak the jets a little bit. We'll let it warm up first. Alright, it's warmed up pretty good. And listen to that thing purr. Well, not that background noise. I tightened up the exhaust flange a little bit. Let's give it a little gas. Oh, nice. Nice. Sound like I want to take it for a ride now. Well, I gotta put the air cleaner back on. Alright. Contact. And here we go. So far so good. I have to watch very carefully in my neighborhood because you know, that car snuck up on me. That's why I was going very slow. All right, here we go. Green light. My God, best $24 I ever spent. That or just got myself a brand new carburetor, which I don't have money for. Woo! Guys, I'm loving it. Oh God, listen to that engine. I need to adjust the spring on the accelerator, it's a little too stiff. Heading on the expressway. Yeah, the gas pedal's a little stiff. I gotta readjust it. I love it. No more backfiring. No more stalling. A little time and effort on your part, paying attention to detail, go long ways in driving pleasure. Alright, so I'm back home. Well, heading around the corner. I gotta back the truck in. I got a car behind me. Let me just signal here, let them know I'm stopping. Alright, looks clear over here. Oh yeah. Emergency brake and park, and off we go. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today on this Motorcraft 2100 rebuild and a little quick country drive. And it was a Sunday well spent, and that's $24 again. So guys, again, save you a little money, learn things about your vehicle, and you'll save tons of money. Double clutch or grind. Telling you have a happy Sunday, and we'll see you next time around. Bye for now.